I always say a lot of immigrants come to the United States because the United States stole our riches. You know, we're coming to where the riches are. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? You
Yeah.
stole all our bananas and you got them in a, in
Yes.
Ohio. We're going to go eat some bananas in Ohio because you got all the bananas. You stole all our bananas, you know?
Absolutely. And Che, even the land,
Even
right? I
exactly.
mean, the
Thank you,
states,
Anna. Yeah.
right? I mean,
Yeah.
when people say, "Oh, you know what?" It's like This is my country here in California. You go, okay. So California, Oregon, Arizona, Colorado, Nuevo
Sí.
Mexico, Texas, Florida, Montana. Why do you think those names are
Yeah.
Spanish names?
Yeah.
Not because the pioneers were really sweet and allowed us to name them. They were empires before the United States took them
Yeah.
over. They
It's fun.
were, you know,
I heard somebody say is that like, all the great names come from like indigenous or Latinos because Europeans are terrible at naming things. They're like, this is Main Street.
this
The
is
street is the main street. It's like, that's a boring name. That's a
exactly.
if you hear a good fun name, that's indigenous or minorities that came up with that good name. You know what I mean?
Definitely. And also, to be fair, I mean,
Yeah.
think about the biggest cathedrals, the biggest universities, like not the biggest, but some of the biggest. I mean, UCLA was founded before the United States took over California. And, there's so many things like, Beverly Hills in California used to be Rancho Valdez. I mean, all these things.
Yes.
It's like, I love how you say that you like to give historic,
Mm-hmm.
explanations to things,
Mm-hmm.
because in a lot of different ways, this is us.
The second phase of the US taking over that territory was disenfranchising and stealing so much land from Mexican families. Very wealthy Mexican families systematically had their land stolen from them a second time. And that's where a lot of this, a lot of our families, a lot of our, ancestors have been left decimated, and we're just trying to rebuild now. and
Absolutely.
and this seems like the second phase, if I may. And I'm sorry, I mean, this seems
No,
like,
please.
and going back to your data, this seems like the new phase of stealing our riches. We are the fifth largest economy, so why wouldn't they respect that? It's stealing from us, thinking that somehow they're going to be the beneficiary of that $3.6 trillion. You are not. We live in a new world. It is no longer made by lands or resources. It is made by our intellect and our input into this. You cannot steal this the way you've stolen other stuff. By removing us, you are hurting yourself at the end of the day. Point blank, periodo.